Have you ever found yourself struggling to rise from a chair or feeling winded after climbing a short flight of stairs, something that once felt effortless? These subtle but frustrating changes are more than just signs of aging. They may be your body's way of warning you about an often overlooked condition, sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass that can rob you of strength, balance, and independence. And here's the surprising truth. This isn't inevitable. You're not doomed to grow weaker with every birthday. As a physician with decades of experience specializing in geriatric health, I've seen firsthand the toll that muscle loss takes on older adults. But I've also seen remarkable reversals. Cases where patients in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s regain mobility, energy, and confidence through one powerful but underutilized approach: nutrition. While many people believe exercise is the only solution to combat muscle loss, it's only half the story. What you eat directly affects your muscle recovery, endurance, and long-term strength. In this comprehensive guide, I'll introduce you to 6 scientifically supported, nutrient-dense foods that can help you slow down, if not completely reverse, age-related muscle loss. These aren't exotic or expensive superfoods. In fact, some may already be in your kitchen. Each food on this list plays a unique role in rebuilding muscle fibers, reducing inflammation, improving circulation, or enhancing the body's ability to absorb essential nutrients. Whether you've already started noticing changes in your leg strength or you simply want to stay one step ahead, these dietary adjustments can make a dramatic difference in your quality of life. So I encourage you, stay with me through this entire guide. Each section breaks down not only the science behind these foods, but how to incorporate them easily into your daily meals. You'll also find real-world examples from patients who've applied these principles and regained strength step by step. And by the end, you'll be equipped with a simple but powerful toolkit to help you stay active, stable, and independent. Because aging may be inevitable, but weakness doesn't have to be. Let's begin. 1. Sweet potatoes, a complex carbohydrate powerhouse. When we think of leg strength and mobility in our later years, our minds often jump to physical therapy or strength training. Yet what many overlook is the fundamental role of nutrition, particularly the type of carbohydrates we consume. Sweet potatoes, often mistaken as just another comforting side dish, are in fact one of the most effective foods for supporting long-lasting muscle strength and endurance, especially in aging adults. Unlike simple carbohydrates such as white bread or pastries that cause rapid spikes in blood sugar followed by fatigue-inducing crashes, sweet potatoes offer a steady and sustained release of energy. This is thanks to their rich content of complex carbohydrates, which digest more slowly and help maintain stable glucose levels. For older adults who often struggle with energy dips throughout the day, this slow-burning fuel is critical. It means better endurance, more stable energy for walking or climbing stairs, and less risk of exhaustion that might lead to falls. But the benefits of sweet potatoes go far beyond energy. They're also packed with vitamin A in the form of beta-carotene, an antioxidant that plays a vital role in muscle tissue repair and recovery. As we age, our muscle recovery rate slows, making us more prone to soreness and injury from even mild activity. Incorporating vitamin A-rich foods helps support the regeneration of muscle fibers, reducing stiffness and promoting greater flexibility. Additionally, sweet potatoes are an excellent source of potassium, an essential mineral for proper muscle contraction. Low potassium levels are one of the most common and underdiagnosed causes of muscle cramps, weakness, and imbalance in older adults. Maintaining adequate potassium intake ensures that your leg muscles respond promptly and effectively during movement, helping prevent painful spasms or sudden fatigue. I recall one of my patients, Mrs. Thompson, an 82-year-old woman who began including sweet potatoes in her diet 3 times a week. Within just a month, she noticed a substantial improvement in her energy during her morning walks and reported far less soreness in her thighs and calves afterward. It was a small change with a big impact, proof that the right food can be just as powerful as the right exercise. Sweet potatoes truly are a simple, affordable, and delicious way to invest in your strength and independence. 2. Oats. Sustained energy and muscle maintenance. In my decades of clinical experience working with older adults, I've found that the simplest dietary adjustments often bring about the most profound changes. One such food that consistently delivers significant benefits is oats. Too often dismissed as bland or basic, oats are in fact a muscle-supporting powerhouse, especially important for older individuals striving to maintain mobility and stamina as they age. Oats are a rich source of complex carbohydrates, which means they digest slowly and provide a steady, sustained release of energy. This is critical for seniors, many of whom struggle with energy crashes caused by processed foods that spike blood sugar and then leave them fatigued. Oats have a low glycemic index, making them ideal for keeping energy levels stable throughout the day. Whether it's a morning walk, a gardening session, or simply standing and moving around the house, having steady energy translates into stronger, more consistent movement. What's often overlooked is that oats are not just about energy. They also play a key role in muscle maintenance. They offer plant-based protein, which supports the repair and rebuilding of muscle fibers. While this protein isn't as concentrated as that found in animal products, it's still highly beneficial, especially when combined with other high-protein foods throughout the day. Oats also provide essential micronutrients that are often lacking in older adults' diets. Iron, for instance, is necessary for producing hemoglobin, the molecule that transports oxygen to muscle tissue. Without sufficient iron, muscles don't get the oxygen they need to perform, resulting in fatigue and weakness. Magnesium is another critical nutrient found in oats. It supports muscle contraction, nerve function, and helps prevent cramps, those sudden, painful spasms that often wake older adults in the middle of the night. I recall one of my longtime patients, Mr. Rodriguez, who was struggling with stamina during his daily gardening routine. He often complained of midday fatigue and leg cramps that interrupted his activities. After we reviewed his nutrition, he began starting his mornings with oatmeal topped with fresh berries and a sprinkle of flaxseed. Within weeks, he reported improved energy, greater endurance, and significantly fewer episodes of cramping. Oats are a humble food with powerful effects. Easy to prepare, budget-friendly, and incredibly versatile, they offer a reliable foundation for muscle health and energy. For older adults aiming to stay active and strong, oats deserve a regular place at the breakfast table. 3. Avocados. Healthy fats for joint and muscle health. As a physician deeply invested in the long-term mobility and vitality of older adults, I've often emphasized that muscle health isn't only about protein or exercise, it's also about the quality of fats we consume. One food I consistently recommend to my patients is the avocado. This creamy green fruit, often praised for its cardiovascular benefits, is also a powerhouse when it comes to maintaining joint flexibility and muscle strength in aging bodies. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind of healthy fat that actively fights inflammation. For seniors, chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the most common and dangerous contributors to muscle and joint pain. It often presents subtly at first: morning stiffness, discomfort during movement, or a dull ache after light physical activity. Over time, if left unaddressed, this inflammation erodes mobility and contributes to muscle loss. By regularly consuming avocados, older adults can introduce a natural anti-inflammatory element into their diet, helping to ease this silent contributor to physical decline. But the benefits don't stop there. Avocados are exceptionally high in potassium, surpassing even bananas in content per serving. Potassium is essential for proper muscle contraction and nerve signaling. A deficiency can result in cramps, fatigue, and unstable muscle coordination, increasing the risk of falls. With age, potassium levels can decline due to changes in diet or the use of diuretics, making it even more important to consume potassium-rich foods regularly. Another critical nutrient in avocados is vitamin E, a fat-soluble antioxidant that helps protect muscle cells from oxidative damage. As the body ages, oxidative stress increases, weakening tissues and slowing recovery. Vitamin E works to neutralize this cellular damage, supporting both muscle repair and overall strength. I recall Miss Lee, an active 80-year-old patient who practiced yoga daily. Despite her dedication, she began to experience joint discomfort and tightness that hindered her flexibility. Together, we made several nutritional adjustments, one of which was incorporating half an avocado into her daily salad. Within just a few weeks, she reported noticeable improvements in her range of motion and a reduction in post-session soreness. Avocados are not just trendy, they're transformative. Easy to add to salads, toast, or smoothies, they offer a delicious way to nourish muscles, reduce inflammation, and support graceful, pain-free movement as we age. 4. Leafy greens. Nitrate-rich muscle boosters. When discussing strategies to maintain muscle strength and stamina in older adults, one category of food often overlooked, but incredibly potent, is leafy green vegetables. Spinach, kale, arugula, Swiss chard, and similar greens are not just low-calorie additions to a healthy diet. They are, in fact, powerful allies in the fight against muscle decline. Their secret weapon? Naturally occurring nitrates. Nitrates in leafy greens are converted by the body into nitric oxide, a molecule that has profound effects on vascular health. Nitric oxide works by dilating blood vessels, thereby improving blood flow. For aging muscles, this enhanced circulation is vital. It means that muscle tissue receives a more consistent supply of oxygen and nutrients, especially during activity and recovery. Efficient blood flow also helps remove metabolic waste products like lactic acid, which can otherwise lead to fatigue and soreness. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition highlighted just how powerful these effects can be. Researchers found that individuals who consumed just 1 cup of nitrate-rich leafy greens daily had an 11% increase in lower body strength compared to those who consumed less. This is a remarkable finding, especially considering that strength decline is one of the primary contributors to reduced mobility and independence in older adults. Beyond nitrates, leafy greens also offer a rich array of other nutrients crucial to muscle function. Magnesium, for instance, supports muscle contractions and nerve signaling. Vitamin K, found abundantly in greens, helps maintain bone density, providing the stable framework that supports muscle movement. Folate, calcium, and antioxidants like lutein and beta-carotene all contribute to reducing inflammation and supporting cellular health. I remember one of my patients, Mrs. Patel, a 76-year-old who regularly walked around her neighborhood but had begun experiencing increased fatigue halfway through her route. After evaluating her diet, I noticed a lack of leafy greens. We introduced a simple spinach smoothie into her morning routine, paired with banana and Greek yogurt for protein. Within weeks, she reported feeling noticeably less winded, completing her walks with greater ease and even extending her route. Incorporating leafy greens doesn't have to be a chore. They can be blended into smoothies, tossed into salads, sautéed with garlic, or stirred into soups and stews. For older adults seeking a natural, food-based way to improve leg strength and fight fatigue, leafy greens are a must. Their impact may be quiet, but the strength they build speaks volumes. 5. Salmon. Omega-3s for muscle and joint support. Salmon is more than just a tasty seafood option. It's a nutritional powerhouse that delivers vital support for aging muscles and joints. Especially in older adults, maintaining muscle mass and reducing inflammation are key to preserving strength, mobility, and independence. Salmon supports both of these goals in profound ways, thanks to its rich concentration of high-quality protein and omega-3 fatty acids. Let's begin with protein. As we age, our bodies naturally become less efficient at repairing and building muscle tissue, a phenomenon known as anabolic resistance. To counter this, older adults need not just more protein, but better protein. Salmon provides exactly that. Its amino acid profile is complete and highly bioavailable, meaning the body can readily absorb and use it to repair muscle fibers and support growth. Including salmon in your diet regularly ensures your muscles get the raw materials they need to stay resilient and responsive. Just as important are the omega-3 fatty acids found in abundance in salmon, specifically EPA and DHA. These essential fats are well documented for their anti-inflammatory properties, and inflammation is a major contributor to muscle soreness, joint pain, and chronic fatigue in seniors. By reducing systemic inflammation, omega-3s help preserve joint flexibility and support smoother, pain-free movement. This is especially beneficial for those struggling with conditions like arthritis or post-exercise soreness. Additionally, salmon is a natural source of vitamin D, a nutrient that plays a vital role in both muscle function and bone health. Without adequate vitamin D, muscles may become weak, coordination can falter, and bones are more prone to fractures. For seniors who are often deficient due to limited sun exposure, salmon offers an easy and delicious way to boost intake naturally. I recall a patient, Mr. Anderson, who began incorporating grilled salmon into his dinners twice a week on my recommendation. He was undergoing physical therapy for chronic knee pain and leg weakness. Within a few weeks, he reported a noticeable reduction in joint discomfort and greater ease performing strength exercises during his sessions. His therapists also noted measurable improvements in lower body strength and endurance. Whether broiled, baked, grilled, or added to salads, salmon is an incredibly versatile food. Just 2 to 3 servings per week can have a profound impact on muscle recovery, joint health, and long-term leg strength. For those serious about aging well and staying active, salmon deserves a regular spot on the plate. 6. Eggs. Complete protein for muscle repair. Eggs are often hailed as nature's perfect food, and for good reason, especially for older adults aiming to preserve strength and mobility. Eggs deliver a uniquely powerful nutritional profile. Packed with complete, high-quality protein, they offer all 9 essential amino acids in the ideal proportions needed for muscle repair, maintenance, and growth. As we age, our ability to synthesize new muscle tissue diminishes, making the consumption of efficient protein sources more crucial than ever. Eggs fulfill that role exceptionally well. Each egg contains about 6 to 7 grams of protein, making them an easy and accessible way to meet your daily protein needs without resorting to expensive supplements or complicated meal plans. What truly sets eggs apart, however, is their supporting cast of nutrients that go far beyond protein alone. They are one of the few dietary sources of vitamin D, which is essential not only for bone density, but also for proper muscle function. Vitamin D deficiency has been directly linked to poor muscle coordination, slower reflexes, and increased risk of falls in seniors. Another often overlooked nutrient in eggs is choline. This compound plays a key role in maintaining the health of cell membranes and supports the production of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter responsible for signaling between nerves and muscles. In practical terms, this means that adequate choline intake can enhance muscle responsiveness, balance, and overall neuromuscular control. For seniors who may experience sluggish movement or mild coordination issues, this small nutrient can make a noticeable difference. I recall Mrs. Gomez, a 72-year-old patient of mine who enjoyed Pilates but felt her stamina waning. Upon reviewing her nutrition, we noticed that her breakfast lacked substantial protein. She began adding 2 boiled eggs to her morning routine. Simple, affordable, and easy to digest. Within a few weeks, she reported feeling significantly more energized during her classes and more confident in her movements, particularly in balancing poses. Eggs are also incredibly versatile. Whether boiled, scrambled, poached, or incorporated into omelets with vegetables, they fit seamlessly into almost any meal plan. Just 1 or 2 eggs a day can contribute meaningfully to muscle preservation and repair, especially when combined with regular physical activity and other nutrient-dense foods. In short, eggs are a foundational food for anyone looking to age with strength and resilience. With their rich protein content and vital nutrients, they help build a body that moves with ease, confidence, and power well into the golden years. Integrating these foods into your diet and reclaiming your strength. Adopting a nutrient-dense diet to support muscle health doesn't require complex routines or gourmet recipes. In fact, integrating the 6 muscle-supporting foods we've discussed, sweet potatoes, oats, avocados, leafy greens, salmon, and eggs, into your everyday meals can be both simple and enjoyable. The key lies in consistency, variety, and mindful pairing of foods to maximize nutrient absorption and support your body's unique physiological needs as you age. Start your day with intention by choosing a breakfast that fuels your muscles and mind. A warm bowl of oatmeal topped with antioxidant-rich berries offers a perfect blend of complex carbohydrates, fiber, and iron for sustained energy. Pair it with a boiled egg to incorporate high-quality protein and vital nutrients like choline and vitamin D. This powerful combination helps maintain muscle mass, stabilize energy levels, and enhance neuromuscular communication from the moment you wake up. For lunch, opt for a meal that marries heart-healthy fats with anti-inflammatory power. A salad made with a base of fresh spinach or arugula, rich in dietary nitrates, can improve circulation and leg strength. Add sliced avocado for a boost of potassium and healthy monounsaturated fats, which help reduce joint inflammation and support smooth muscle contractions. Top it off with grilled salmon to supply omega-3s, B, vitamins, and high-quality protein. This combination not only nourishes your muscles but also supports your joints and cardiovascular system, ensuring optimal nutrient delivery throughout the body. Dinner can be both comforting and restorative. Roasted sweet potatoes, rich in vitamin A and complex carbs, make an excellent side dish to lean protein such as grilled chicken, baked tofu, or even more salmon. This meal promotes muscle recovery after a day of activity and replenishes your glycogen stores without causing the sugar spikes associated with refined carbohydrates. Including a serving of steamed or sautéed leafy greens enhances the nitrate content of your meal, helping maintain endurance and lower body strength. Even your snacks can be nutrient-rich. A slice of whole grain bread with mashed avocado offers fiber, healthy fats, and slow-digesting carbs to keep you energized. Alternatively, a small handful of almonds or walnuts paired with a hard-boiled egg can provide protein, magnesium, and vitamin E, all essential for muscle repair and nerve function. While aging naturally brings about hormonal shifts and reduced muscle efficiency, it's a myth that frailty is inevitable. By proactively feeding your body the right nutrients, you empower it to maintain and even rebuild lost strength. The benefits go beyond the physical. Improved mobility translates to increased independence, reduced fall risk, better mental health, and an enhanced quality of life. I've seen this transformation firsthand. One of my patients, Mr. Davis, came to me after noticing persistent weakness in his legs and a decline in balance. Together, we created a sustainable meal plan built around these 6 key foods and combined it with twice-weekly resistance training. Within just 6 months, he had regained measurable muscle mass, reported fewer aches, and shared that he felt more vibrant and capable than he had in years. His story, like so many others I've encountered, is a powerful reminder that it's never too late to take charge of your health. So, where do you begin? Choose one of these foods and add it to your next meal. Gradually build from there. Nutrition is not about perfection. It's about progress. Every mindful choice you make today contributes to a stronger, more resilient tomorrow. Your muscles, your balance, your freedom, they're all worth the effort. Let food be your ally in aging, not a forgotten factor. It's not just about living longer, it's about living stronger,